when a single mom raise boys, what are those challenges a boy may face? So as you can see from my screen, that is the question I asked ChatGPT, and he came back with almost everything I was thinking about. All right. So let's quickly do this before we leave this studio. Um, so I asked, life challenges boys may face when raised by a single mom and what helps. All right. So Bruno quickly told me family structure alone doesn't doom outcomes. Most challenges come from resources, restraint, time pressure, and stigma, all solvable with the right support. So let me take this off the screen also so we can see what Cici and I we're gonna analyze. So, common challenges your boy may face if you are a single mom and you are watching this right now, you get to watch this later. Just bear this in mind. Number one, economic pressure. Less household income can limit schools, neighborhoods, and activities. Now, this one is simply saying that as a single mom, if you are experiencing economic pressure, let's say your income is not enough to take care of all your needs as well as the need of your your son, this may affect you guys with respect to what type of schools they will attend, what neighborhoods you guys will live in, and what activities that the boy may likely participate in. I'll give you an instance. Here in America, selecting schools that your kids will attend is very, very is one of the key decisions you got to make. I usually tell people if you want to buy a house in America, don't just say, oh, the house is cheap. Oh, the interest rate is no. In America, they look at the school rating and the environment when they are determining the prices of houses. The same way, if you want to rent an apartment, make sure you consider the school first. So if you are a single mom raising your son all by yourself, I pray that God will empower you, help will come, blessing will locate you. Please consider your son's school. Remember, as a single mom, the time your boy will spend at school will have more impact on his life than the time he spends with you. Sisi, am I articulating that very well?
Yeah, I agree.
All right,
I think that,
because
yeah.
yeah, go ahead, Sisi.
I think as well, the economic one, I think for me, the single parents or the single mothers that I know, 99.9% of them have other sources of income, multiple streams of income. They're already high earners, so it's slightly different. But on average, yeah, there can be definitely economic pressures. But I feel like to overcome that, you definitely need to be the type of person that is industrious. You need to find something else to do to bump up your income. It doesn't have to be something grand like starting a big business and turning over a $1 million portfolio or whatever. You just need to start small and just have something else that you do. If you can cook, sell it. If you can babysit, take extra kids that can play with your children. If you have the resource to do it, if you have space, find something to do where you're making that extra money on the side, and then you use those things to supplement things like activities that your children may want to do, you know, or just to bump up your income as well. And it also gives you an outlet to do other things creatively outside of just being a mum with your kids and maybe just working a 9 to 5 or whatever. So I think that's important as well.
Exactly. Thank you, Sisi. Thank you. You see, this is why I like you, Sisi, even though you are a troublemaker. Auntie Yinka said, before we started having children, we checked for the school rating before buying our home. It means we weren't near familiar places, but it was better for our future children. Absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah.
When my wife and I were going to buy our house here in America too, we have to move to a place that is far away from our Nigerian community, not like far away, but in terms of easy access to our joint play centers, hanging around, and all of that is relatively far. And what determined my decision at the time was the school. We've bought our house now. This house don't detail. This house don't they reach almost 80 years now. This the fast for this America. So at the time, if you minus 8 years from my kids' ages, you will see that they were small. So the first thing I noticed was the school. First off, the school is one of the best school around and is very, very close to where we found the house of our choice. And that literally takes care of a lot of problems for us, because before, when we were living in apartment and I was working night shift, I think there are occasions when I would go take my children to school. Either I'm sleeping when I'm taking them to school. The school was like, it was around my mother-in-law's place, and it was like around 15 to 18 minutes drive. So sometimes when I'm taking them to school, I'll be sleeping on the steering. And sometimes when I've lost count of how many times I will drop my daughter off at school, and then I will park at another parking lot, and I will just sleep for like 2 hours because I was tired. So even when we moved to another apartment again, I was still dealing with that much problem. But the moment I saw this fantastic school and it's near, I just say, babe, I don't care. Now God, now they pay mortgage. May we stay here. But it paid off because my kids can go to school without me and they can come back on their own. So please consider that. Now, that school rating is matter, because if you look at your pocket as a single mom and you go and rent apartment in a district where they have bad school, when we say bad school, it means schools have all these children that are misbehaving, and you have a son. It's a serious matter.
It is. It
Hope
is.
people will learn from this. You are raising a son. Boys are easily influenced more than girls, in case you don't know. Because boys, we are competitive in nature, and boys always want to feel among. You see? So if you are a single mom, please ensure your boy attend at least a decent public school where they have at least control to some extent. Not all this school where students are throwing stone at their teacher, or they are wayward, they are not listening, they are misbehaving. No, that will make your situation worse. So please take note of that. Number two challenges that you may also expect is time scarcity. One parent juggling work or home leaves less supervision and homework help. Now, when it comes to raising a boy, one of the strong areas that a single mom may struggle is helping the children with homework. This homework thing is a big deal. If you don't have money to send your children, especially your son, to private school where academic is like top priority, if your son attend public school mostly they will teach them. Like here in America, they have really good school, but still your son may be lacking in some area academically. You know why? The curriculum is usually jam-packed. They cover a lot of stuff at school that the children cannot comprehend. But when they come back home and you help them with the homework, then they can catch up. So take note of that. So another thing is parentification. Let me quickly explain that. Pressure to be the man of the house, taking on adult roles too early. A lot of single mom who are raising their sons, they often have these challenges that they want the boy to grow up so fast. Be the man of the house. Sisi, do you understand this one?
Yeah.
Man of the house. Be the man of the house. You don't want a boy who is like 6, 7, 8 years old, even 10 years old. You
Tell that
don't want him to be
responsibility.
the man of the
Yeah.
house. It's going to put too much pressure on that boy, that if you don't take time, the boy will love you, but he will dread you. Are you getting what I'm saying now? So if you are raising a son, there is this thing that me I practice and I've seen other men do it too. You introduce boys to activities according to their age. Don't force it. You allow it to take time. I'll give you an example. My only son here have two sisters. Between age 1 all the way to age 5, my son was doing almost everything the sisters are doing. You can imagine if we go to store, girls now, girls will always want to buy toy or one thing or the other, doll or something. I remember one time I went to store, Vicky picked a doll, my son picked similar doll. That day I was so mad.
Can you leave him alone? It's just a toy.
And a boy picked doll. But he was, I think he was like maybe 3.5 or 3 going to 4 years old. I didn't saw the doll until we get to the checkout and when I saw it, I'm like, Vicky, what do you want to do with 2 dolls? Vicky said, no, daddy, that's for Isaac. I'm like, what? A boy? God. The way I fling the thing under the table. So, but then I understand that is
He's just copying what he's
he
saying.
was at the time, yeah. So when he got to like 6 years old, Vicky was already 9 and Blessing was like, I think 13, 14 or something. They started dumping him. Like they don't even want him to come near them. My boy is so far. I had to tell you, it's not good to have just one boy at home. Oh, please, always double it. I told my wife all the time, if I see if he give me guarantee, say we go get boy again, I still want another boy, but I don't want girl again. So the guy started kicking him out. They will kick him out of their room every time. My boy will be complaining, Daddy, they don't want to play with me. What? I didn't do nothing.
Aww.
And I'll be like, hey, easy. It's not like they don't want to play with you. They are girls, so they are just doing girls thing. You are a boy, so here is what we're gonna do. I'm right here. You and I, we can always play together and all of that. So at that age, that's when I started buying things that he can use to play as boy. Ball, bike, game, different things. Then that also told me I need to create time to spend more time with him. You see, that's why I said it's not easy. You have to learn parenting as a man. I have to create that extra time with him.
To fill in the gap. Yeah.
So then I also recognize that at age 6, this boy is beginning to come into his own. Is beginning because the sisters are already showing me that you are a boy. You are a boy. We don't have no business with you anymore. So that is it. Now, as a woman, if you are beginning to treat a young boy to be the man of the hour, be the man of, he can't comprehend it. Even age 8, age 9, age 10, they can't. However, there are things you can introduce them to that will make them begin to realize that, oh, I'm actually a man. For instance, from age 6 all the way to 10, let them start doing what boys supposed to do in the house. My son has been vacuuming the house. You know, vacuum, when you vacuum house. My son has been doing that since 6 years old. So right now, he just took it that, oh, it's my job. Oh, I had to vacuum the entire house, up and down, everywhere. You see? Washing of plates. Those are the times you introduce him to that. Now, if you have a girl in the house.
Hello, you missed one. Emptying the bin.
Oh, empty the bin. Yes.
That's my son's job.
You
And
know?
he hates it. I'm like, hello, that is a man's job. You need to
Mhm.
empty the bin and take it
You
outside.
have to empty the bin. So those are the things. Then also, if you are a woman raising a son, from that early age, they have the tendency to be scared of ants. Your son, age 6, 7, if you see and say, hey, mommy, ant, oh, spider. Now, spider and I was pass. They will see, oh, spider. That is when you want to tell him, shut the F up. Go and kill that spider. Why you laughing, Sissy? Yes?
I'm not
Oh,
going to
my son,
comment because
my
my
son
son
and
is 12 and he's still scared of those things. There's
ah,
nothing we can do. I'm sorry.
see, my son and I, we fought for almost a year before I can get him to kill ants. To anything that is moving, my son will be like, oh, dad, no, dad, come on. I mean, if I sound you, go there, go smash something out of his head. So that's when you begin to let them know that they can begin to play the role of a man, but not like be the man, be the man. Now, from age 11 to all the way to 14, when they are now a teenager, that is the right time to begin to tell them, act like a man, behave like a man. But you're going to have to identify at what age, what role can this guy at least comprehend why he should be doing it. I don't know if I'm making sense right there, Sissy. So, number 4, stigma and bullying. So, teasing about no dad, in quote, teasing about no dad or assumption about behavior. Parents do bully their son at times, which they don't know. A lot of parents do bully their son and they don't know they are doing it, especially those one that the fathers are not present. Sometimes some of them will take it out on the son. I don't know
That's,
if you
that's
get what
true.
I'm saying here.
That's true. Yeah, they'll be like, oh, look at you're behaving like your dad. Oh, you're so annoying at your
Yeah.
father. Those type of things. Yeah, which is so wrong.
So please, you want to avoid making all that kind of comment. Eh? Maybe they are now becoming teenager and they are beginning to be more stubborn, and then every now and then you throw it at their face. If your useless dad has been here, you're not gonna do this. Your stupid dad is all no. Don't, please don't. I know it can be frustrating, but somehow you are stigmatizing him. You are actually reinforcing in that son that you may likely turn out to be useless like your useless dad. You won't know. You will think that is not what I'm doing. But that is the message you're passing across. If you know the dad is not present in his life, the dad is not playing his role, please do not compare your son to his dad. Even though you see the traits, you see character traits of what his dad is good at doing. If you see it in him, don't reference it to the dad. I'll give you an example. One of the reasons why marriages don't work is either you are married to a man who is a liar, who has lied to you so many times. He's a cheat. What do they do when they are cheating on their woman or they are lying or they are nasty men? What do? They tell you cock and book story now. You caught them red-handed like this. That they will tell you. Is that not what you call gaslighting? They will tell you what you see.
Yeah.
What you see is not what you see.
Yeah.
Remember, the son you are raising still carries the blood of that man. The blood of that man runs in his vein. So when your son is becoming a teenager, there is the tendencies that he will be displaying some of those characteristics of his dad. So as a mom raising this son, when you notice that, oh, your son, after school, he went to play soccer for 30 minutes. So he didn't get home when he was supposed to get home. Maybe you are watching him from your home camera when you're at work. And then you came back from work, you now question him. Junior, What happened? You were supposed to be home by 3. You went at home. You came back 3:30. What were you doing? And he's like, oh, mom, actually, I was home, When I came in, I just don't walk through the camera where you can see me. I just came in through the back door and I went straight to my room. I've been in my room all day long. And you go, you are a liar, Junior. This is what your daddy used to do. Your dad used to lie. You're trying to gaslight me, right? This is the reason why that you're useless. That, Auntie, please, I'm not trying to water down your effort, but I don't know if you are learning from what I'm telling you right now. Please try to refrain yourself from doing that. Because if you are already telling him that he's behaving like his dad, you are putting it in his head that this father that don't care about you, you are actually the son of your dad. Now, a boy may misinterpret that to mean that, yes, my mom is actually validating that my dad is my dad. I don't know if I'm making sense. Sissy, do you get what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying, but I think for me, it's about not highlighting those negative traits, even if you spot them, and not putting it back. Use that as an opportunity to correct the behavior, as opposed to make it a thing of, oh, your dad is like this, your dad is like that. I mean, it's just lowering that child's self-esteem, which is not the right thing to do. I don't think so in the long run.
Thank you. So, and that's what Toby and Tribe is saying here. That is so painful, comparing the child to an absent father. It will build low self-esteem and negative view of self. Absolutely. God bless you, my Toby and Tribe. So please, as a single mom, you don't want to do that. If you are raising a son, please don't do that at all. Number 5, identity and masculinity confusion. All right. Mixed messages about what being a man means. Whoo, this one go hot small, Sissy. Make me and you know do basketball. So, Sissy, a lot of women nowadays, especially since we have too many crazy dads who are running away from their responsibility now. And a lot of women are actually raising their kids alone. That has created in many women this belief that they know exactly what being a man is all about. A lot of women.
Uncle Ben, whose fault is that? Your gender's fault, obviously.
I agree. But the point I'm making for single mom who are raising sons is that don't assume you know what it really means to be a man. That is what Jim Ike was trying to point out with his comment. That was exactly what Jim Ike was trying to point out. That you are a woman. You really don't know men. Don't assume that you know exactly what men do. Now, don't get me wrong. Women are a very, very good judge of character. And women are paying a lot of attention. And a lot of women have collected basketballs. A lot of women have experienced several heartbreaks. Men have done all kinds of things to them that they can now begin to put together how generally men behave. But you having an idea of how men behave still don't mean that you know exactly what being a man means.
And I think that's fair to say, because obviously, I think ultimately we cannot understand each other's lived experiences. Right? As a woman, it's impossible. I'm not a man, so I wouldn't know. I can only see and assume, and maybe through people's stories or people's experiences. But just like a man, you Uncle Ben, as many women as you're around, you cannot know what it is to be a woman because you're not a woman.
Exactly.
So I think you just need to accept that. And it's not really about trying to be a man or trying to be a woman. And I get that, because I hear a lot of women say, oh, I can, I know what I can raise a boy, I can raise a boy. It's like, but you're not a man. So
you're not.
Going to be something missing. So I think it's just women can teach boys to be good men. That's a completely different thing. But you can't teach a boy to be a man. Yeah. That's not possible.
Exactly. Let me just put like maybe 2 or 3 examples here to make it make sense. You remember anytime on this platform when we talk about fashion, how women appear, how they should behave, you see how confused and lost that I am all the time. That's a very good example of not knowing what being a woman means. Because there are so many things women do that I swear I just can't add it together. I just can't. So it's the same thing. So for you that you are raising a teenager, here are some of the examples of how you really don't know what being a man means. Your son gonna have the first time of almost everything in his life. How he receives it and how he manages goes a long way. For instance, your son will receive his first lap one day. Not the one you are giving him at home. It could be at school. It could be at the playground. It could be just in the bar. Anywhere. In the college. Your son will receive his first lap one day. How he reacts now determines the kind of man he's going to be. Your son is going to receive his first heartbreak one day. I swear. That, I mean, he will fall in love. Your son will see a girl once he become teenager, even not even teenager girl. My son is just 10. And my son have never admitted to me that maybe we can't even talk girlfriend or anything. But for the past 2 years, I notice how my son dressed to school. I knew something changes in this boy. Meaning, probably he's in that trying to impress somebody. I don't know. You know? And I see how my son behaves when girl of his age is around. Maybe they were trying to play with him. I see how my son will be like, hi. Just be smiling. We're looking at me, just be smiling. He's just 10, right? So now imagine when he becomes a teenager. So if you have a boy right now, he's becoming a teenager, that age between 11 all the way to 14, 15, that is when they'll begin to see girls differently. That is when they'll begin to think, oh, I want to associate with this girl, or I want to move with that girl. Or they might not even toast. They might just see a girl that smile at them, and and one day, one girl will break their heart. How your son is going to receive that first heartbreak, you don't know how it will feel as a mom.
Uncle Ben,
Because he may not
like
even tell. What are you
Uncle
saying,
Ben.
Simbi? I'm waiting for
Okay,
you
I
now.
wanted to give an example. It's just like maybe he has a new uniform or he's looking really cute. He has new
Mhm.
pencils and barrel, that kind of heartbreak, and then the girl will just leave him for a guy
Yeah,
that has
yeah.
finer
So he's going to
pencil, finer.
your son will experience heartbreak, and that is where a man matters. If he have a man in his life, a father in his life who is very, very observant, when a girl breaks their heart, for instance, they don't want to go to school, take note. They may, if the girl is in their class, they may not want to stay in the class. Depending on how he hit them, they may just become disinterested in academic work, because they might begin to see that, oh, maybe I'm not worth it. How can she just do this to me? So those are some of the things that you can't understand as a mother. Okay. And if he has a man in his life, the man can observe that something is strange about this boy. The father can just say, okay, hey, John, come on, John, walk with me. Walk with me. Let's just take a walk around. And when they are walking around, the dad will start, hey, John, what happened? I noticed you're just keeping to yourself these days. What happened? Your girlfriend? How is it going? Maybe they have not spoken about girlfriend before, but as a father, he knows. Your girlfriend, what happened? And we're like, oh, dad, I want to talk about girlfriend. Then the dad will step up and talk to him. Come on, son, you are at that age right now. Oh, you are a fine boy. You broad chested. You're looking so good. The girls should be all over you, right? Well, come on, don't let them break your heart. If they break your heart, this is what you got to do, okay? You bounce
Uncle
back
Ben,
with
why
another
the
girl.
broad chest? Why the emphasis on broad chest?
Don't you, are you not following what I'm saying now? You have to boost your son
Uncle
ego.
Ben,
You
I'm
have
following
just
what you're
like,
saying.
okay. Yeah,
But
I'm
I
just
said, why
saying,
the emphasis on broad chest?
because that is that not what young girls are looking at? All these girls, they want boys that are handsome now. Handsome boy that dress good, that looks nice. Yes. So you boost the boy. That is what a good dad will do. You will boost the boy ego. Did you know these girls? They're gonna break your heart, bro. When they break your heart, you know what to do? You know how to bounce back? You bounce back with another babe, you know? You're just gonna go to school and you act like you really don't care, you know, like you're good, you move on. Now, it might get to a point your son may open up. And even if it doesn't open up, the son will be happy that as a dad, you are actually teaching him how to go about women. You as a mother, Sissy, can a mother have this type of conversation with a boy? A boy that heart just got broken. Do you think the boy will just run around and say, Mom, did you know my girlfriend? She dumped me. Sissy,
Yeah.
what will happen if your son come? Say, Mom, my girlfriend dumped me. So many boys won't even tell their mom. Unless the mom figure out who their girlfriend is, and they introduce that girl to their mom, and their mom like the girl. And then if their mom is not seeing the girl anymore, then they may be comfortable to tell mom, say, okay, oh, we broke up or something. So these are the things we're talking about. So you really can't understand what being a man means as a woman, but you can at least know how men behave and you can see the trait. So number 6, fewer male role models, limited exposure to healthy examples of adult manhood. Now, this one is a big deal in Western world. A lot of single mothers nowadays who are raising boys, they struggle to find male role models. So here is what you can do. The number one place to find male role models is in the church. Yeah, listen. When we say male role model, is not,
As in the ideal place.
yeah, it's not necessarily meaning that the person want to take over of their life. No, I'm just saying the environment where you can easily see people that your son can begin to look up to. The church is a very good place. So if you are the type that take your son to the church very well and is active in the church, maybe he joins usher or he joins choir, or there are gonna be men in the church. And as time goes on, you can see if any of these men, if he's speaking interest in them. And
I kind
your
of
church,
disagree, but
you kind of
anyways,
disagree? No, I'm just saying there are
yeah,
some churches
yeah,
nowadays here in America, like the church I attend now, they have a lot of programs. They even
have
have programs
programs, yeah.
for children who don't have dad. So some churches have that type of program whereby they provide mentoring to those boys that there is no father. So I'm just recommending it as a possible place. Now, another thing is get those boys involved in sports. Sometimes sports and extra curriculum activities, they can
Mm,
actually find male role model there. Then if you yourself, if you have a man in your life, maybe a boyfriend that you trust and you see that, okay, it's like this boyfriend is a serious man. I think he behaves well. When you finally introduce that man to your son, if he builds good rapport with your son, then you, depending on how much trust you have in the man, you can actually open up to the man that, well, I need you, when you think it's necessary, I need you to help me guide him. The man will understand. The man, and if you are the man, don't assume that because the woman asks you to guide her son, don't assume that that automatically make you the son's father. No. The best way to play the role of a role model to a son without that is to make them your friend first. If you make them your friend, like you guys have very good rapport, from that friendship, the boy may begin to trust you. Now, if the boy begin to trust you, some of the signs you see is that the boy may start calling you uncle, or he may just look for one sweet name to replace calling you your name directly. That means now he is respecting you gradually. So, and depending on how you treat her mom, if the boy discovered that her mom is happy with you and you are really treating her mom well, because one good thing is there is no way you can treat a woman who have kids well that it will not spread to the children. Oh, Sisi, am I wrong with that?
Yeah, no, you're right.
There is no how you will do it. If you treat a woman right and that woman have children, the children will feel it. They will feel it. You take her out on a date. If you are gonna leave the date, you will say, "Babe, let's get something for Mike and Queen, whatever the name of the kids are." So they can feel it when you come around the house. The way you are playing with the mom, you play with. They can feel it. If the boy likes soccer, or maybe you yourself you go to soccer field, you can suggest it to the boy. Hey, John, in my area, we play soccer every weekend. If you don't mind, would you like to come? It's fun. There is a lot of boys there, and there are girls too. And there are girls too. You know?
Can I
And
push back slightly, Uncle Ben?
yeah, come on.
Yeah. I think for me, unless that person is somebody that you're going to marry, a fiance, I wouldn't really invest in um making a boyfriend or a partner your child's role model, because at the end of the day, the child needs consistency. So what happens now when you two break up?
Break up. A very
You
good.
understand? I've had somebody who he was in it's a guy friend. He was in a relationship with a lady with a kid. He absolutely adored the child, and so got to a point where he wasn't invested in the relationship anymore, but he had become so close to the child, doing stuff with him, taking him football, picking him for games. He really filled in that gap for the child. But then ultimately, when the relationship dissolved, how he was no longer, and obviously they weren't on bad terms, but it's like, if I'm not with you anymore, I'm not really going to allow you to be around my child. Do you
Yeah.
understand? Because we're not in a relationship anymore, it's not your responsibility. So naturally the parent started withdrawing and saying, look, I don't want you to take Johnny to game anymore, and
Yeah.
the child felt the hit of that. So for me personally, I wouldn't necessarily say put that onto a guy that you're just dating. If that person is going to be in your life, like you guys are engaged, you're going to be married, then yeah, move to that next level. For me, I would rather invest in role models, male role models for your child who are consistent. Uncles, people that they see every day, uncles, cousins, brothers, those type of people that they see in their family every single day, and those people are attached to them. So whether you break up with your husband in future, the uncle is still going to be there if that's your brother. Like, I have a brother, like, now my son is at my mom's house, my brother still lives at home, he's around his uncle. Do you understand? But if I separate from my husband, or if I get married and that man has now stepped in to fill that gap, he may no longer want to do that because we're not together. Now that child doesn't have that person anymore, which is a bigger
Yeah.
dent. So I think that's my only pushback. Invest in
I
the
agree.
people that are stable, like constant people in your life, as opposed to temporary people.
I agree with you, CC, 100%. So, putting that into consideration, let me add this to that number 6. Sissy, do you agree with me that as a single mom or single mom, there's gonna be one time or the other that you are gonna start dating again? You agree, right?
Yeah, of course.
And so, will you agree with me that whoever you date, before you agree to take that relationship to the next level, you must also put into consideration that your son will end up being in contact with this person.
Yeah.
Or even if they are not that close, but your son will definitely see this person around you. So, directly or indirectly, this person, how he treats you, what you do together, will also impact your son's perception of what life looks like from the angle of his mom dating. Do you
Yeah.
agree with that? So
Yeah.
therefore, I agree with what Sissy said, because if truly the relationship did not work, then now the boy may now have to start all over again. I even made the boy even hate you more. Like after I finally bonded with this person, the
Exactly.
same bad character you have, you have used it to chase this man away now. So, but if you are dating, just bear in mind that whoever you are dating indirectly is also a role model to your son,
I
especially
think it's
how
consistency
he treats you.
for me.
Yeah,
Yeah. You
yeah,
can still have the relationship because your child will definitely need to build a relationship. But would I 100% put that person in the role when they're still at a certain level? Probably not. I would still use my brother. I mean, my
yeah.
son has a good relationship with his dad, but if he wasn't there, I would want my brother maybe and my cousins, my male cousins, to be like,
To
okay,
play the
take
role.
him to the game,
Mhm.
be that consistent person, as opposed to then the person that you're dating, that person can step in as and when, but they shouldn't be the main person. I think it's just having a consistent male role model that's present in
Yeah.
your life all the time.
Thank
Yeah.
you. That's a
Yeah.
good one. Hey,
Can I
David.
ask
What's
something,
up,
Uncle Ben?
David?
Sorry,
Yes.
go on. So, in terms of the male, like fewer male role models. So, what is your thought on when boys are reaching that age of, like, let's say 13, right? That's when they start being a bit funny. Would you say
Mhm.
that it's better for, even if you were co-parenting, because I'm kind of in this space at the moment with my own son, so give me some clarity as well, throwing it out there. I feel like he's getting to that age where he's becoming like a hardhead. He's not yet, yeah, he's not willing to listen all the time, but then when he's with his dad he behaves completely different. So I'm
Yeah.
getting that pushback, so I'm feeling like, okay, his dad is brought up like, look, I think he should come and live with me now that he's at this age. But I
Mhm.
still kind of push back, like, I think he still needs, like, the stability, or like, I do more things than his dad in terms of like schoolwork, being on him with things like that, and just that support, right? So with people that are in a similar circumstance, what would you advise, or what would you think is the best thing? Do you think at a certain point, when these are people in a good, healthy co-parenting relationship, not with your toxic ex, I'm not saying that, good,
Yeah.
healthy co-parenting relationship, do you feel that there comes a point, especially as a parent raising a boy, a woman raising a boy, that you should maybe relinquish that care to the dad to kind of take over, because now that he's stepping into becoming a man?
Yeah. All right. Thank you, Sissy. Thank you for sharing with us. I do understand that we may have other women who are actually going through this right now. And the good thing is, one of my daughter just passed that stage, BB. And thank God, that's why it's good we are friends, Sissy. Thank God, when I was dealing with that stage with my daughter, you are the one that always send messages to say, Sissy, what do you think? So I know some people are actually passing through that right now. All right. Shout out to you, Jonathan, David Jonathan. You're welcome, my brother. Please help me appreciate my members from Trends Reality. So in case you see a lot of our American friends in the chats today, is because they are coming from Friends Reality. Now, CC, to answer your question.
Welcome, David. Welcome, David.
Yeah. So to answer your question, CC, every parent here, let me tell you, like I told you, I'm still undergoing the same process now. And it's a shocking awakening. I thank God the way God helped me through that stage. When your son or your daughter hit age 13, that age 13 to 15, if you don't take your time, that is when you are going to become the worst parent to them, because they will press your button. Oh, they will show you they know this word more than you.
I'm telling you.
They will argue, they will push back, they want to talk over you. That's when they want to say, sometimes they can even make you enemy in the same house. They don't even want to greet you. And please, parent, if you are watching and you experience it, please drop it in the chat so that people can prepare for this stage. For me, it was age 13 to 15 that I noticed that shaggy. with my daughter. That is the age where all of a sudden they just feel like they have arrived. You telling them go right, they will tell you, Mom, Dad, left is the best way to follow. So I get it, Sissy. And I want to give a lot of credit to his dad. What his dad saw that makes him to request that you grant him that access for him to have the boy to come and live with him is this. The dad have already noticed that as a boy, this boy don't know so many things that you will be the mama. You are only privy to half of what that boy know. You say he has a good rapport with his dad, right?
Oh yeah. I
Good.
think it's more that his defiance is more in when he's with me and his sister. He's like he's a battlefield. And when he's with his dad will just be like, this when I call to report him, he'll be like, you cannot try that rubbish with me. Where is he doing this? Why is he doing this? And I'm like, you're asking me, like, I'm not understanding who this boy thinks he is all of a sudden. Do you understand? So his dad is like, he can't try that with me. I don't know why he's doing these things, you know. So for me, I'm just I'm getting to that point, like you're saying, you know, it's like a battlefield every day, answering back, questioning why. And I'm like, hello, when your dad asks you to do something, you do it. There's no conversation. When I ask you, when your sister asks you, it's like we're going round and round in circles. It's not a round table discussion. It's just a, you know. So I think that's what it is for me. And I'm always making complaints and, you know, reporting him. And his dad is like, listen, this boy and he's way taller than me now. He's only 12.
Oh, you haven't seen
another element.
Sissy, you ain't seen nothing yet. Sissy, don't let me don't let me open my own family yash here, Sissy, with this thing that you are saying. I know exactly how you are feeling right now, my sister. You see, when my daughter between age 13 to 14, Jesus, I almost run mad as a dad. You know why? My daughter and my wife, even though they are so close, they are best of friends, they fight almost all the time. And that shit is frustrating to me. You know why? I don't know what happened to my daughter. I think she just feel like, oh, I'm a girl now. I can do my thing. And then anything. My daughter will stand in front of my wife and like she's literally arguing with my wife. And me, I've been with this woman 20-something plus years. I knew my wife when we just entered school together. My wife na Agbero. If you know who they call Agbero in Lagos, my wife grew up in Orile. There is Ajegunle, there is Orile. Orile and Ajegunle, they are together. My wife is that type of woman that will literally wear knicker, shorts, and carry blow. Say, oh yeah, come. I'm telling you. So the first day I witnessed that shit, my daughter wear one clothes to school. I think I told you, Sissy, like those clothes that won't cover up, that will be showing their tummy.
A crop top, Uncle Ben, crop top.
Crop top, yes, crop top. Jesus, women. When she came back from school, my wife was already back from work, and I was so lucky to be, it was my off day. So as she opened door coming in like this, my wife saw her straight. And my wife don't like indecent dressing at all. So my wife was like, hey, baby, come here. What is this? What did you have on going to school? What is wrong with you? What is this? And she's like, Mom, there is nothing wrong with that. There is nothing wrong. People wear this all the time. You always complain. And my wife was like, she want to walk away. Then my wife was like, come back here, I'm talking to you. And then she was just in front of her mom, saying, Mom, nothing wrong with that. Sissy, if you saw the way I ran from the extreme end of the house watching them, I ran quickly and stood in the middle because I know my wife. Like the next thing she is going to receive is one dirty slap. And if she collect that one slap, it won't stop there. She might literally raise her to the ground. So I ran and I quickly push her aside. Then I hold my wife. I'm like, babe, calm down, calm down. I will talk to her. My wife was like, leave me alone. What? It was a drama. After that day, when I finally calmed my wife down, I now took my daughter out of the house. I opened garage, drag her out. Then that was the day I download to my daughter fully the type of person her mom is. Like, look, all this gentle, calm, don't talk. You really don't know your mom. Oh. Your mom will
Don't
beat
push the
you.
button.
Uh-uh. I told
Don't,
her,
don't awaken the bear that is sleeping.
I ran down. Your mom will
Uncle
beat
Ben,
you. What?
Uncle Ben,
Yes,
no,
my dear.
Uncle
Uh,
Ben.
mhm.
I think Lady T was not quick to hit Bibi because she remembered, okay, we're not in Nigeria, so let me just
Hello,
wait for
that's
her to
number
change
one
what
Don't
she's
care.
saying,
reason.
Oh.
because sometimes when
She don't care. Oh.
yes, that's what I'm
You know this, my
saying.
madam.
Because
She
if it
don't
was in
care.
Nigeria, she go collect.
I'm telling you. So, Sissy, I know exactly what you're saying, and I want to give credit to your son's dad. That is a great man right there. Even though I don't know him, I don't meet him, but from what you told me right now, I can tell you that is a good man to a large extent. You know why? He has a good rapport with his son. So definitely his son is telling him everything that's good. And he, of course, knew what is happening in his son's life. And he saw it already now. It's just like what Jim Mike was saying. The dad already seen that, oh, with this age, the way my son is going, he's going to stress his mom out. And I'm going to tell you all as parents, from that age 12, 13, 14, if you have never been in your children's life, you have to be there within that age. I'm telling you, whatever they're going to be, all kind of stupid character or any behavior they're going to pick off is within that age. If you don't stand on it, sorry is your name. So now, asking whether you should allow him to go stay with his dad or not, don't worry. If you know there is stability over there, that he's gonna be okay, will be fine, don't worry about it. The boy has been with you all this while, Sissy. I know as a mom, it's so hard to let go, but you are not actually letting go. There is a reason the dad wants him to come. Is because when you see your children every day, you will be able to profile them. You will get to know more. As I am right now, I know almost the behavior of all my children. If you call me from school, you say my pikin do this, I will tell you if he can do it or not. That is how much I know them. So allow him. Don't worry, Sissy. Allow him. Trust me. By the time your son goes stay with his dad, 2, 3 weeks to 1 month or 2 months, dude may even be the one to run come back to you. Not be say he hate his dad though. He will begin to see that,
Pressure.
oh,
It's
my
not
mom
so
is
bad.
actually giving me soft landing. I
I'm
don't know if you
telling
know
you.
what I'm saying. Shall you see? So he will
Absolutely.
come back. He will know that. And when he start running back to you, all the things you are telling him now that he's dragging with you, come on, he will cooperate sharp, sharp. Because you see, men, that's why I agree with many things Jim Ike said. Maybe the way he presented it, it doesn't resonate with people. You see, men, the way we parent is somehow different, especially when it comes to boys. Now, like this, we did most time with boys. Okay? Because boys are stubborn. They will push your button. And as a man, you have to let your boy know that why, if you do rubbish, I will dial you. I will dial your ears right now. You silly, you know? So that's it. City, don't worry, just give it a try. Okay? Just give it a try. He has a very good dad, and I pray for the dad. God will continue to bless him. I love hearing stuffs like that. I like when dads step up and say, you know what? let me handle this for you. Man, I have 10 years old son. My son is so sweet. In fact, if you stay around Izzy, you go tell me, say, make I carry and give you, may you go the raise him. Izzy is so sweet. But if this boy start his own here at times, if he start with his sisters, Jesus, they will start like serious fighting. Oh, you know that simply fighting, what. And I'll be like, by the time their mom come and they judge case for their mom, and their mom will be like, no, this is not Isaac. Vicky, Isaac cannot do that. I have to start telling my wife that it's because it's your son. That is why you don't see what's going on. This boy, forget this gentility. Oh. I'm telling you, my son, that the way I raise him, they know him for in school now. They know they try him again, self. The way I raise my son, if you touch my son 3 times, if that boy is somehow you blow, principal, now they call me. So boys need real dad. Like, there will come a time, especially when they are teenagers. Now them and their papa go they bump head together. Not you, woman. I'm so sorry, my sister. We are not watering down your effort or something. But if you are raising boys, you will get to that point that their dad will be the one that will be like, come, now me born you. You try nonsense. I will. Oh God, make I no put our African business out here. But guess what? When they get to age 15, that reality will come. That, oh, I think my parents are right. Oh, I think my parents are okay. Even you'll be surprised. You feel me?
Absolutely. You're right.
Look, my daughter is doing early college. Right now, she was telling me 2 days ago, I say, Dad, please, I need you to call our principal. The schedule she has right now, I think she has some slot where she can still add 1 or 2 college classes. So, but they don't want to give it to her. They were like, oh, it's going to overwhelm you. My daughter is telling me, Dad, please call principal. I can handle it. You know, the more I take these classes, you make it easier for me. And I'll be like, hey, my own daughter. My daughter that between age 13 all the way to 15. Now me and they do homework. I will literally sit in her room because she won't do the homework. She's now the one begging for it. So when they get to age 15, that I don't know how God do it.
Yes.
They will
shift emotionally.
Oh, no. I think my mom is right. I think my dad is right. And then they start behaving well. My daughter is learning to drive. She drives around all the time. I hear when her friends are saying, Blessing, can't you just bring your car? Let us go. And I heard her. She was telling her friends, say, no, my dad have told me I should never ever drive unless somebody is sitting beside me. And she was telling them, she said, the license I got will not permit me to drive all by myself. And they were telling her, just come. Other people do it. So you said, no. My dad have said that when police stop you, you're going to have record. I want to have record. But wait, I'm going to talk to my dad. If my dad can come with me, fine. And that is why I'm telling everybody now, if you can hear, as a dad, your daughter needs you more, even more than son. Because I've lost count of how many times my daughter want to go somewhere. I have no business being there. We didn't want to drive there herself since she's learning now. But I have no choice because I know she wanted to go and play with her friends. She wanted to go and do this somewhere here or there. And I'm trying to make her be a good girl. If I am not available, if I don't create that time to be with her so she can go there, that means after a while she will be tired. Then she will start deviant behavior. Then she will just pick up the key one day and drive herself. And when the wahala happen, guess, are we going to blame her? Let's just be frank here as parent. Will that be her fault? So, but because she knew that, I'm also creating time. She knew the only thing about me is tell me ahead of time. Don't just wake up today and just say, Daddy, can we go? No, tell me ahead of time. Dad, tomorrow or next tomorrow or that Saturday, can we do? Once I agree, and we do it. So please, every parent, especially the fathers, do this for your son and your daughter. They are not your enemy. It's just the mom and you that doesn't work out. Those children are not your enemy. It's not about money, money, money all the time. It's about being a dad. If you heed all this advice we are giving, you will look back and you will be happy with yourself. Children leave the house so fast. Now, you heard my sister now saying her daughter have gotten a job. My baby girl, it don't almost they come up for house be that. By the time they start moving forward in life, when they are no longer within your vicinity, all the time you spend with them, that will be what will now comfort you. Only you will give yourself credit. You will give yourself flowers. You will say, yes, I spent good time with my memory. As I am right now, memory full everywhere for me. Please, it's not about their mom.
At
It's
all, yeah.
about you being a dad. It's a relationship between you and your son, between you and your daughter. Do you feel me? I remember during COVID, when my wife caught COVID, she was the first one in this house. When she caught COVID, we moved the children out. Even me, she was supposed to quarantine. And I said, no, my wife is not going to any quarantine house. You rather stay in this house. We moved the children away. And then me, I'm supposed to move away again. Initially, I wanted to move away. Then I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with me? Where am I going? So I will leave this woman for house. Because of COVID, fuck that shit. We stay here together. So I went and bought PPEs and everything. All the 7 days she stayed in the house, it was me and her. Why? At the same time, the children are fine where they are. But guess what? Later, I think it took like 6 months before I finally contracted COVID myself. When I got COVID, my children insisted they are not living.
Oh,
I'm telling you, I'm saying all this for men to understand. The relationship you build with your children is different from the relationship you build with your wife or your woman. Brother, stop making mistake. The children said they are not going, no. Everything we did, they said no. Because to them, I don't know whether they thought I'm going to die or I don't know. And it touched me. So after we did everything, I told my wife, I said, okay, babe, here's what we're going to do. Let all of you move downstairs. I'm just going to quarantine myself here in my office. This office where I did. I was in this office for 6 days straight off. My wife will bring food. She will drop it in front of the
run
office.
away.
She will knock. I will carry the food away. I will return plate. Then my wife will think, hey, oh man, you see, some things needs to happen for you to really know how much people love you.
Yeah, that's true.
My wife will sit down in front of this same office where I'm speaking with you now. My wife will sit down in front of the office of the door. I will be here. We will be talking. We can talk for like 3 hours straight. By day 4, my wife verse. My wife kicked the door open. He come meet me inside. Oh my God. She come meet me inside here. My wife was like, forget COVID. I said, babe, you will cash it. Let me cash it. Oh God. And I think about everything during that time, and I'm like, oh God, thank you for what you did for me. And all through, my wife was cooking me. You know this local herbal thing you do. My morning and night, my wife will boil that shit. She will drag it upstairs, cover me up inside my office here, everything. Agbo. So I'm just telling you this, that the relationship you have with your son, with your daughter, is not the relationship that you have with their mother. Stop looking at your ex raising your children as the demon. That woman is she's carrying too much load that's not supposed to be her load.
Absolutely.
Appreciate her. Stop going around and shaking head. She's a stubborn woman. She don't want me to see my kids. I'm telling you right now, if my madam wake up tomorrow say, okay, Ben, you're stubborn too much. I know they do again after I did my auntie. Please now, please now. If she says that, no, I found a young boy with 6-pack. I'm not doing again. I go, okay, oh, thank you, auntie. But one thing you must not deny me is my children. If you deny me my kids, I will stress the living daylight out of you. You can never separate me from them. Whoa, even man where marry you after that, the man self go suffer. If you dare try take my kids from me, ma show you
Tell
ni
your conscience that together forever. You
you
and
know.
baby T.
So I'm just saying that for you men to know that your kids are your priority. Try your best to be in their life. Your son needs you. Don't go and hide and say, when they grow up, they're going to find their father. In case you don't know, many of these children now, they no send you. If they don't see you, they don't see you. Hello? You need to know, brothers. If your son don't see you, he don't see you. Because guess you what? Women are now becoming smarter. They will not slander your name. They will not even do nothing. So your son, your daughter will just know that you are the terrible dad. It's not their mom. So please, brothers, let us do better. Now, for the rest of the tip, I will give you guys boundary testing. We've covered all of that, like
Yes.
Sister and I just spoke about. When your kids, when they become age 12, 13, 14, they will push your boundary. They will press your button. They will show you shaggy. And if you are a single mom, this is where I feel sorry for a single mom who doesn't have support system. At this stage, you will feel like all your efforts are in vain. You will feel like somebody somehow have manipulated your children against you. No, it's just the age they are. So please listen to some of the advice we're giving here. The emotional suppression. Boys may hide feelings to protect mom or look strong. This is where we have bigger wahala, Sisi. You remember we spoke about self-control and emotional intelligence. Your boys, as a woman, your boy will start hiding stuff from you so that they will look strong or they want to protect you. Haven't you seen boys that if their mother is strongly to pay rent and everything, some of those boys will go out secretly and go and hustle. They will go and work to raise money. They will go and do everything just to support their mom. Boys are usually weak-hearted, and I won't say weak. They are, can I say, extremely in love with their mom, and that is why you see that women who raise their son all alone, when that son finally got married, I pray by the power of Almighty God that the son will marry a good wife. Because if the son end up marrying a wife that does not recognize the effort of that mom in raising that son, that boy may end up not being a happy boy. You know why? Because if your mommy that you extremely loved so much is not in, can I say, she doesn't like your wife, and you also love your wife, wahala don't come on. You are more or less like a guy or a man who is in love with two women. You will be stressed out. So please, boys do a lot of things so emotionally that they don't want their mom to see. That's why I was giving the example earlier when I told Sisi that, do you think if a boy should go out the day he will receive his first slap, some boy will not come home and tell their mom that their fellow mate slapped them and they couldn't do nothing? They won't. Many of them won't. Except the ones who are mama's boy. They'll be like, mommy, John bullied me. John bullied me. He just hit me. I did nothing, mom. Mom, you got to come to my school, mom. You need to come and talk to the principal, mom. John bullied me. Some boy, they will keep it inside. And that is where depression comes in. That is why some of them, if they are bullied for far too long, some of them may unalive themselves. So, parent, you got to pay attention. Single mom that is raising sons, you got to pay attention. Okay. And some boy, because they want to show their mom they are strong. If a boy dare slap them, they will beat nonsense. If they can beat the boy, they will beat nonsense out of that boy. Now, here is the problem for single mom. When the school call, boom, boom, is that Miss Jessica? This is the principal from dating her college. Your son John, he didn't did well. John has just beaten a boy. He didn't keep his hands to himself. He has. If the boy your son beat is a white boy, Wahala don't they? Now, some mother, they will simply pounce on that boy when he got home. How dare you? And you know it's just you and I. Why did you go to school to fight? I didn't say you to school to fight. No. No. Please understand what we are explaining and what we are teaching here. Your boy don't want to come home and look weak. Hello? So please, if you ever find your son in that situation where they call you from the school, your job, don't criticize, find out what really went down. Get your son to tell you exactly what happened. Now, first off, tell him you are proud of him for standing up for himself. Is he still here with me, please?
Uncle Ben, I'm here. I'm listening.
Okay.
I'm letting you take the floor.
Please, first of all, give him his flowers. Tell him, yes, I'm proud of you. You did good. You stand up for yourself. That's how it should be. The boy will be happy. He will be smiling. Oh, thank you, mom. Mom, I'm sorry. I don't want to do it. Some will apologize or some will just be proud. Then later, allow him to bask in the euphoria of you actually validating his action. Then later, you can now call him and talk to him and say, John, I know you are a good boy. I'm so proud of you. In fact, you amaze me. But John, you know, we have to talk about what happened at school today. As much as I like the fact that you do not take bullying lying low, I also don't want you to become the bully. I also don't want you to get involved in altercation. You have to try everything within your power to de-escalate situation. So then you work with him. For instance, the rule I give to all my kids is this. If anybody is picking on you at school, go and report the first time, report the second time, report the third time. And as you are going to report in each of the occasion, call me or text me. Let me know that this thing happened. I've report to my teacher and give me the name of the teacher. After the third time, if they try that BS with you, whoop their ass. Beat nonsense out of their head. I will come to the school and I will tell the principal exactly. It happened. It has happened before. It has happened with the 3 of my children here. All the schools they went to, they know me. You can't know my accent. I'm so distinguished. When I get there, they know I don't speak American phone. They know me. All the schools my kids have been to. And guess what? In each case, when I get there, I simply tell them, I will bring my notes and I'll be calling him, dear principal, on so date, between so time and so time, my daughter reported to teacher so and so of so incident between her and this person. The same thing with my son. So you just have to guide them. You don't want your children to be stupid and dumb. You don't want your children to be the push around. But at the same time, you have to guide them so that they have to obey authority and they have to behave and conduct themselves well. So all the time, in fact, even right now, the school my son goes to, I don't even hear any case again. Because even the principal already know now, it has happened like two to three times. The principal already know that anytime my son's name come up in anything that has any altercation, what the principal does is to call the teacher involved. Because I've been there like 3 times. And every time it turns out that this boy have reported 3 good times. Nothing was done before he took action. I don't know if I'm making sense to you now. So they already know like, oh, so when anything happened, he report, they quickly attend to him. So please, as a single mom, if your son comes home and they fight, he punch somebody or anything, don't tear him apart. Don't tear him down. You don't want to be the mother of a weakling. No. In fact, tell him you did great. That's as Africans, so you good job. I remember when I was going to secondary school in Igbokoda in Ondo State, when one senior was picking on me all the time. That senior will flog me. You know, back, those who don't know that kind of school, like Kemi Bylog would describe. That, I told you, I don't have money to buy school uniform, so they were making me as an example in their assembly. Anytime we have assembly in the morning, they will call me out and use me as example of students who parents don't have money to buy school uniform. So at the point it got to me, so I will deliberately not go to the assembly because I don't want them to shame me. Then I will start going through bush path and everything. And there was this senior that was picking on me all the time. He will flog me, he will ask me to lead and we do everything. So one time I told my uncle, when I started living with my uncle, I told my uncle that this senior is doing the. One time I was telling my uncle and I was crying. And my uncle is a tailor. My uncle is a tailor. What's up, baby? You back? What's up, man? My uncle is a tailor. They have this tape rule that they use to measure clothes. My uncle used that tape rule then. He flogged nonsense come off of my body. That how dare you go to school? a fellow boy like you will be flogging you and asking you to crawl on the ground. What's wrong with you taking a plaque and wiping on his head? Oh, say, yeah, I was trying to be a good boy. When I catch that boy, the senior for bush part, you may not know, but those who grew up in Nigeria will know what I'm talking now. Those are the school we went to. When I catch that guy for bush part, I set trap for him. I've looked for my wood. I hide the wood behind like 3 different trees. So I was coming from the bush part. The moment I saw him like this, I stood and he was watching me and he was like, Ojute, come. That's how stupid he was. He used to call my first name, Ojute, come. And I'm like, I'm not coming. He's like, I asked you to come. Then I waited a little bit. So he was like, don't run. Then I started running and he was chasing me. When we enter corner like this, before he come out of the corner, I carried the 2x2, wipe him from head straight. He went, yeah. I come again, wipe him again. From there, I ran home. He had nose, blood everywhere. The next thing, the parent brought him to my uncle in the evening. He said, see what your son has done. And my uncle was like, oh, my son did this. I'm going to finish this boy today. Oh, let us take care of him. My uncle will arrange some herb. Use this one. You know they are boys. They will be boys. Sorry, Sorry. Oh. When they go finish, that my uncle, come here. He said, yes, you are your father's son. That is what I wanted. Since then, if you dare me, what did I go do you? Shit. So that's the point. If your son comes back home from school and say, oh, he fight back, praise him. Appreciate him that he's a boy. Then you now teach him how to do it the right way. Don't condemn him. Don't just tear him down. Useless boy. You do no. You don't know what other children are doing to him at school. And this is a boy that is going to school that the father is not there, for instance, based on the situation we are painting here. So what are we talking about? A boy don't have a father that will defend him. Sissy, do you get what I'm talking about here?
I get you.
No father to defend. He now go to school. They pick on him. He defended himself. He comes back home. And you, the mom, because you are already doing too much, providing economically, doing everything, you now tear him down again. You go come and shatter the little confidence he has left. That is what Jim Ike is talking about. That a woman cannot raise a son properly. That is why somebody got to be involved, because you got to boost his confidence. So I don't know if we're making sense, but thank you, everybody. The last 3, conflict/absent parent wounds. I think we covered this one already now, Sissy.
Yeah.
Feeling of rejection, loyalty, conflict, or anger, please know that your son is dealing with everything we have here. If you want, I can share this thing at the backstage for those who still want to go over it again. You need to validate all of these things, okay? If the father is not present, your son is already feeling rejected.
Absolutely.
For those of us who are from Nigeria, nothing is more painful to a young man than not seeing a father. That is why you will see a Nigerian guy whose father is a deadbeat, but he will still carry the name up. I think I saw somebody ask a question on, is it Man of Prestige show or where somebody asked that, is it okay for a single mom to change deadbeat father's last name for their kids or something? And I was laughing. You see, for us Africans, especially Nigerians, this is a big deal. We may not see our father, we may not have met him or anything, but we still want that identity. So if you are raising your son and the dad is not active in his life, please recognize that this boy is already dealing with a lot. He's already having identity crisis. You as the mom, you are doing fantastic job. You are doing everything. But emotionally, the more this boy grows, the more he sees his friends and their dad and what they are doing, the more pain this boy is experiencing. I remember when Vicky was in elementary school, and we usually have a father and daughter's lunch, like in their school, you can just go there and have lunch with your kids. Then sometimes the school we organize it, we have specific, like they do it like 2 or 3 times every session, where father will go to the school and you eat lunch with your kids. So anytime I go and eat lunch with Vicky will beg me and say, Daddy, please, can 2 of my friends join us? Their dad is not coming. And I'll be like, why not? Let them join us. And we African parents, especially we Nigerians, we show ourselves all the time. For me, anytime I'm going like that, my wallet is always with me. Their food is free. But we parent, we will pay for what we will eat. And then if they now want to buy anything extra besides what the school is offering, then we can buy. But it's still super, super cheap. I don't know how America do that shit, man. These children eat free food, and what they will still sell for them, the food is still way cheap. So once my daughter said, Dad, can 2 of my friends, I say, okay, come on, let them come. So now, me, I'm sorry, African dad, once they start buying, I will just look at what they are. The thing not go reach for my eye. So I'm just like, Vicky, take everything you want. Just anything. Tell your friends. Let them take everything they want. So by the time she and her friends will be done buying everything they want to buy, their table will be filled up. They will have to take extra bag to take those things to classes at times. So when that kept happening, I always see those other kids. I see the way their faces light up. After 2 occasions, by the 3rd time that will happen, the moment they saw me coming in, because those one, the school we organize, a lot of parents will come. So it's usually like really fun time. So they will be calling them grade by grade. They have time slot. I think it's like maybe 25 minutes or 30 minutes for each grade. So when those children, when they saw me coming, their faces will light up. They will be, hey,
Merry Christmas.
Vic is that, Vic is that, And me too, I will hug them, we will smile, they will give me high five, everything. Deep down inside me, I will just be like, God, see how much these children just desire that their dad just
Show up.
working
Yeah.
like this.
Yeah.
And the thing will broke me like, God, why are some men like this? What does it take to just come and spend 20, 30 minutes with your daughter or son to just eat? I can't wrap my head around it. So please, if the father of your son is not present, that boy is already struggling with a lot. He's feeling rejected. That's why go to TikTok, you will see so many videos. That is why you see them always ask this question. What have I done that my dad just don't want to see me? And a lot of parents cannot explain it. So many mom cannot explain it. And this is where I want to give flowers to all the sisters out there that despite the madness that their ex have shown them, despite the craziness that their ex have put them through, they still keep an open mind and they allow those ex to at least show up in their children's life. It goes a long way. Older parents here, they know this. Even we that we young, that we are growing now, we know this. But as far as me I'm concerned, that is what life is all about. Your children. When you old, how you treat them now will determine how they will treat you.
Absolutely.
Just know that and know peace. It is not about your ex. Look, let me tell you, bros. If you are using your ex as an excuse to not be in your son's life or your daughter's life, you are just a joker. Your ex already have another man that is taking care of her. Your ex is having a fantastic time. Your children are the one who are suffering in pain for your absence. I just say I should say that too. So lastly, academic risk, school move, missed assignment or disengagement. We've spoken about that.
Yeah.
And 11, risky peer and drug exposure. Now, this one, I will have to beg you, parents. Seeking belonging where oversight is low. I don't know whether I see this one where. CC, do you guys see this one where? I be una no see and where? That number 11, risky peer/drug exposure, seeking belonging where oversight is low. If you are a parent and you get to watch this, as soon as your children get into middle school, I will lead down and I'm begging you, always assess them for drug use. Hello, let me say it louder. Always assess them, observe them, be all over them. Always check them for drug use. They may be using and you don't know because oversight is low. You are not paying attention. They may be using and because you are a great mother, a great parent, and you raise them good, because I know parents are really doing good job. You raise them really good. You raise them to know the difference between good and bad. But I tell you, your kids will get into middle school from age 11, 12, and so on. After first time or second time in middle school, always scan them for drug. I don't know how to put it to make it make sense. So there is something called peer pressure in this abroad, especially in America here. Many children that go to the same school as your kids, they are coming from not even broken home. They are coming from dilapidated home where the parent is zero, the parenting is zero. These children do everything for survival. Some of them are literally selling drug at that young age, and they are coming to the same school as your kids. And remember the first thing we said when I started addressing these challenges: location matters. The school they goes to matters a lot. If your children are going to ghetto school because you are struggling financially, please scan your kids for drugs. If the teacher calls you and say your son or your daughter, they are sleeping in class, don't quickly go into this parenting or this defensive mode of saying, this is rubbish. How you are picking on my kid? Is she or he the only one in the school? How you calling me and say he's sleepy? He's not sleepy. Don't do that. I'm a nurse, and I'm telling you right now, the moment they start taking drugs small, the first thing that show up, the first manifest is they will be sleeping in class. The substance will start messing with them. Vaping. Many of them come to school now with their vaping, what they call that stupid this thing that they are selling now, electric cigarette, e-cig. Please, I am not saying your son, your daughter is a bad person. No, they are not bad. It's as a result of peer pressure. Because the thing is this: if they start forming friends and their friends are into some of this rubbish, if they don't participate, those friends will start dropping them. So for them to feel among, they have to. Also, sports. We all want our kids to be in sport. Even here in America, now competition for our Niger people, for instance, they like to brag about it. Oh, my son is into sport. You know, my son play football. Oh, my daughter is an athlete, which is fantastic. That is what I pray for everybody. Okay? Because if they are athletes, if they do great, they will get scholarship. They will go far. But as a parent, you have to research other aspects of the sport they choose. Because here in abroad, they run athletes like a cult. I'm sorry to say, I got to mention it. Oh, my daughter is playing volleyball. My daughter is in shares. Oh, my daughter is in soccer. And so many crazy things are going on in those sports. I remember when my daughter, my first daughter, joined middle school. She started with track and field, and that was fantastic. She did great. Then later, because they changed that in, I think every class, when they move to the next class, they will change whatever sport they want to do. Then at one point, my daughter joined cheerleading. You know those people that dance when they are playing American football? They are always dancing. I can't figure that shit out. She was so happy about it. And I can tell that my daughter was really, really happy. Oh, cheerleading. She will come out. Hear me one, hear me two. I Sissy, don't laugh me. I can't understand that thing. I started fighting with her initially, like, Bibi, how come so you want to be the one to be dancing so that all these boys they will be messing with you guys? She's like, Daddy is not like that. It's just fun, you know. Then I now research cheerleading. What are some of the downsides of cheerleading where for young teenage girls? When I
Those frat parties.
Jesus, when I saw many downside of many of these athletics and everything. I now call my daughter and I explain to her, and I say, this. One thing that was common among all the female sport, first of all, is lesbianism.
Oh, really?
Shit. Let's call it what it is. Here in America, they know, those who live in America here, they know, unless they want to pretend. I'm not saying the girls are lesbians, no, but it's super common. There are many of them, they are into each other.
Absolutely.
It's not all of them, but many of the female girls that are into sport. If your daughter is into sport, pray for your daughter. Serious prayer. And talk to your daughter. Let them know where you stand with some of this bullshit. I told my daughter everything. I told her where I stand. Wá tó bá ṣòṣì máa ṣe wèrè wá bá gbogbo yín níbi tẹ́ wà ní o. And my daughter, I don't know, that girl, it just be like, say, as I do her, I vomit that girl come out. She carry my character well. This my same baby. Baby just came one day and told me, Daddy, I'm not doing that bullshit. I'm like, baby, what happened? He said, Dad, forget about it, Dad. I want to be part of that. No, I'll do something else. I'm like, what happened? But I know my daughter. Definitely she have seen something that doesn't align with her. And that was it. She just walked away from it. And then she did something else. So please, pray for your daughter, especially from middle school. By the time they escape middle school and they get to high school, their priority will change. They now focus on being a girl. I'm sharing with you what I observe and what I witness. Once they get to high school, now they are more concerned about being a girl. They are now aware of how their hair should look good, how they should dress and all of that, even though we are still fighting, But I take that over what I saw during the middle school time. So please, ladies and gentlemen, you see this particular drug thing, drug can form a habit too. If you can pick on it very quickly, if your daughter, your son, because they will start with maybe vaping, something light, something, anything. If you smell weed on their clothes or anything, just do this as parent. Sometimes when they come back from school, after they put their clothes or anything, send them message, tell them to do something, go into their room, just smell the clothes they wear. If you perceive weed, start going crazy about it immediately, because they will be hiding all of those characters from you. And the earlier you discover it, the better for your child. But if it go too, if you allow it to go too far, to the point that whatever they are involved in, substance use wise, it now becomes what they need to function. Well, I don't deal. Another thing, especially your sons, for those women who are raising sons without dad, warn them about riding in the same car with boys who have tendencies to have weed with them. Please and please. Look, your son is not a bad son. Your daughter is not a bad daughter. But all of us that are talking right now, we've passed through all these stages. We said we know. Sisi, I like Sisi. You know pass through this stage?
Not really, because at least my daughter was quite sensible.
No. You don't get what I'm saying. I'm saying as an adult, we too, we have passed through this stage whereby you, at one point, you know some girls that are doing what you don't like, and you quickly remove yourself.
Yeah, I mean, everybody's had peer pressure. Yeah.
As a boy, there are times you mix up with some group of boys that they are smoking, and you just be like, I don't think I want to smoke. You move away. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying when I said we as parents, we have also passed through these stages.
Yeah,
And
definitely.
now that our kids are growing up, when you notice all of this with them, your son is not a bad son, your daughter is not a bad daughter. It's just a phase in their life. Now, the earlier you discover those things and you put them under control, the better. That's all I'm saying. So, to single parents who are raising sons, you have to pay attention and try most as possible to get father figures involved in their life. And in conclusion, the father figure you need to get involved in their life does not necessarily has to mean your their own dad. If their dad is the type that walks away, marry, relocate, and is gone, is gone. What really matters is that you have a man. It can be your own brother, your own sister. It can be your pastor. It can be somebody in your church, somebody around you. Just somebody who is
Consistent.
a man
Yeah.
that they can talk to, that they can rely on. Boys talk to me a lot of time. In fact, sometimes I will tell myself that should I even make this thing like a form of consulting business? Because I'm telling you honestly, the number of young boys that will text me, some of them I have to call them and they will share some things for me, and then I will just talk to them because me, I'm easy to talk to. And I will just talk to them, hey, do this, do that. And they will see changes and they'll come back and say, Uncle Ben, thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Many of them who are in Nigeria, they call me daddy, daddy. At the point I have to stop it, like, I'm not a daddy. Just call me uncle, because many of these boys, they truly desire to have somebody they can look up to.
Yeah.
There are a lot of things they can't discuss with you as their mom. It's not like they are a bad person. No, they see your struggles. They see what you are passing through. And they themselves, they are in a state that they are even confused themselves. But if there is a father figure or somebody that is mentoring them, somebody they can talk to and open up to as a man, it makes it a lot easier. I share my own story with you guys here. When I got to America, and my life was upside down. I was gonna, in fact, I don't even know what would have happened to me, my family, or my wife by now, because that shit was really brutal to adjust to new environment. But as soon as I found an uncle, and I would go to him and I would tell him everything I'm dealing with, how I wanted to go about it, and the uncle, because he has been there himself. Uncle Adam has been here like close to 30 years now or something. And he will just break it down for me. First off, he will take care of my fears. He will tell me, oh, Ben, it's like that when you newly come. For the first 1 to 2 years, things are going to be rough, but you're going to be all right. And then he will start giving me guidelines. It works wonder. Imagine if I don't have somebody like that I can talk to. Because I can't even talk to my wife at that point. Not that I can talk to my wife, but the things in my mind the things that are frustrating me as somebody who relocated to America, if I open up and tell my wife, it go even worse. Because I was blaming my wife at that time. Oh, that first year to 2 years. Yeah. No, first year and I even was past. I blame my wife every time. When America deal with me, I'll just look at her. Imagine how this guy just set trap for me. I just waka enter this trap. Brought me all the way from Nigeria to this crazy place, this God-forsaken country. Loneliness. I work, they collect my money all the time. Tax, everything. Bills. I look at my wife and I'll be so mad and angry. But as soon as God connected me with an uncle, as I tell the uncle, say, Uncle, did you know that when I look at my wife, I'm angry? I don't even know why I agreed to have come to the US. Eh? Sometimes when I finish from work, I don't even want to come home because I dey vex for my wife. And the innocent lady no do me anything bad. She didn't do nothing. In fact, those first year, that's when I begin to see the reality of who I got married to. But my mind was so confused with anger, with pain, with regret. But anytime I go to Uncle Adam, I will open up, I will tell him exactly how I feel. And then he guide me. And then he start telling me, say, hey, Ben, you see what you are feeling right now? 5 years from now, you won't feel like this. If you go to school like you plan to go to school, the moment you finish that school, your life will turn around. Money will not begin to be your problem. All these worries you are worried, I've experienced it before. What you are making every month now is not enough, and you are concerned. He talked to me and it works. And I also have another auntie that I went to. I remember that auntie taught me one thing that I will teach you now if you are a man, if you are watching. Maybe when I start doing my Imported Husband series, we'll share more of that. When I was making $1,520 a month, and after paying rent, paying all bills and everything, plus my wife money don't finish. In fact, that time we were taking children to daycare. Daycare go chop like $800 in a month. I remember still angry, still crazy. I talked to one auntie, and out of the blues, the auntie just told me that, Ben, all the time you are complaining about money, 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 money. How you guys are paying this, paying that, paying that. You have not even told me once when you gave your wife $20 or $50, just out of sheer being the man of the house. Say you just dash your wife month end. And I'm like, Auntie, what are you talking about? We say money no reach. You say, man, I still give this woman $50. And then Auntie told me, Ben, that is not how you be a man. You are the leader of the house. Among that small amount of money that is not even enough, from that amount of money that is not even enough, you still have to give your wife something. That will make her happy. What is Auntie talking about? This woman is even making more money than me now. You still want me to give her this money? But guess what? I'm good at listening at correction. After month end, get my salary. And I think the first money I gave her was like $30. And I gave it to my wife and I'm like, hey, babe, I know because here we drive our car to work every day. And in Texas, if you live in some city, if you don't have a car, there is no train in some part of Texas, in some city. So you can't go to work. I just I just called my wife and I gave her $30. I'm like, babe, just use this for gas this month. My wife was surprised. Really? I said, yes. Take a buy gas now. I know, we need gas. She was happy. I don't know, some small thing can really impress women, even if they get money. Sissy, why is your gender
Well,
wired
of
like
course
that?
it can. We're not that hard to please. Men just don't know. They don't observe us that well. We're not that hard to please. It
It's
takes
the
very
thought
little.
that
It's the
counts.
thought. And for me, doing stuff like that, oh my god, that's my love language. Acts of service. Come on. Make my life easy. I don't need Chanel bag. I don't need designer bag. Make my life easy. Do something that I would have done for myself and think ahead and do that thing for me.
Mm.
That is it for me. That is it for me. Trust me. I love it.
It was really, really a very great advice that auntie gave me. And she still remain my best auntie in this Texas till tomorrow. She's the same auntie, the only person I borrowed money from in this America since I've been here. When I was really, really down, broke ass, call me broke ass ninja.
Uncle Ben,
Yeah.
what you did actually can motivate a woman to make sacrifices for you, and then
Oh,
she would want to support you even without you asking.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, it actually worked. That really really changed a lot of things around because remember, CC, remember the story of me uh, cheating through chatting. Remember I told you. CC, don't even laugh. You don't laugh. The way you are laughing, you are making me look bad. Oh. It's not a crime for a man to cheat through chatting. CC, stop it. It's not a crime.
No
You know?
comment.
Yeah, but I'm just saying because that 1 year, I told you it was just like barely 3 months in America when I was caught chatting and it went south and my wife was bitter on dating for a very long time. And while I was struggling to repair the damage done with that, America was dealing with me. Money was not enough, and by the time I went to Auntie and Auntie gave me this advice by saying, Ben, you whine, you complain about money. How you have not even told me you gave your wife any money. So that first month, I gave my wife $30 to buy gas. Oh, I saw genuine laughter and happiness that very day. And even the next day, like, where you've been with somebody for so long, you know them. So I knew she was genuinely happy with me. So next month again, I think I increased it to maybe $50 or something. So what now happened the next month was that as at that time, my wife used to add $400 to home expenses. She will buy food, pay insurance, and everything. But I think the second month she increased that money from 400 to $600. So it now helps. When she increased that money to $600, I now begin to have extra money that then I can do some things in Nigeria. People will always call, but that is just a story for another day. The bottom line of me telling you this is that as a woman, you really don't know men like that. And if you are raising a son all by yourself, the place of the dad, please don't assume that you can cover it. You are an amazing woman. A lot of women are doing now, their children are doing amazingly, fantastically okay. But always recognize that you need to find a way to bring a man into your son's life, especially when they are getting to age 8, 9, 10, all the way to 14. There has to be somebody they can confide in, somebody they can talk to. It helps. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I do not plan that this show will long like this, but
Thank you, Uncle Ben.
this
A
topic
lot of
has
nuggets. A lot of nuggets. Wisdom was shared, definitely.
mm, joyful BNM. Thank you, guys. Oh, Sister Natu. Sorry, I really can't read a lot of comments today, but I do believe that you guys, at least, this can help one way or the other. All right, the final poll we're gonna do today. If you think this show we had today is really okay, if you think people can actually learn from this, drop a one in the chat. If you think we can still improve on some area, drop a two. But if you like it, drop a one in the chat. Thank you, everybody. Sunshine at 49. How are you doing, Sunshine? Sunshine, it's a good show, great talk. Thank you. TY Crown. Thank you very much. Sister Toby and Tribe. Ashley, our people still many here. Oh, wow. I don't even know. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. Okay. I pray by the power of Almighty God, all single mom out there carrying the load alone, God will come to your aid. God will make it a lot easier. All your suffering, your sacrifices will never go in vain
Yeah.
in Jesus' name. And don't worry, my sisters, people may laugh at you right now. They don't really know what you are doing. They don't know that you are building your tomorrow. You are sacrificing for your tomorrow. So don't worry. Let them laugh if they want to laugh. Now you go laugh last. Okay.
Exactly. He who laughs last laughs loudest.
Mm-hmm. And to every single mom there who is dealing with it now, and you are still having doubt, like, hey, how will my son turn out? Hey, this one that they are saying single mom cannot raise good son. Hey, God, what can I do now? And the father don't want to like be part of his life. Let me tell you, God is the one that are raising sons. We can advise you, do this, do that, do. But when it comes to people growing up and turn out to be great, that is in God's hand. So I'm saying that for you to know that you have to involve God. Look at somebody like me. Okay, if you are a single mom, you are raising your son right now. Look at somebody like me. I turn out great. I don't need anybody to tell me. I turn out good. And my dad died when I was just 3 years old. And the decision to be good or bad at times is not even as a result of how you raise your son or how you raise your. When they get to certain age, the decision to be good or bad will become their own responsibility, if you know what I mean. I've shared my story here on this platform before. When Yahoo Yahoo started in Nigeria, the Yahoo Yahoo that is spreading now, I was there. Many of my friends, they were doing Yahoo and they bought golf. Some of them moved away from Agangbadi, they moved to VI. I was there. Yet, I never ever did Yahoo for one day. I've seen so many things in my life. I literally raised myself. But even if nobody tell me, I know I turn out good because I know how to deal with women. I know how to respect women. I know how to hustle. I know how to provide for myself, my children, my wife. I know how to relate. I know how to hold on to a job. I'm just telling you, my sisters, to know that don't let anybody talk you down today. Forget you are a single mom. Nah, lie. Only God determines who somebody will be. So don't be discouraged. And you will reap from your labor. Your sons, your daughter, they will be so successful that money will be the least of the things they are thinking about. You will be so comfortable that they will not have to worry because God is involved. God is looking at your effort. God is looking at your sacrifice. I've heard people, young girls, they will reach out to me. They'll be like, I don't think I want to have children. I don't want to have children. Uncle Ben, it's a lot of work. I saw what my parents suffered. I don't think I can do it. And I'll tell them, relax. Relax. There are parents who raise 6 children, 4 children, and the power through is not as difficult as you think. What really matters is to involve God. The moment God is involved, many of these sisters you are seeing right here now, even on this our platform, on Obudoyinbo, or go to Man of Prestige platform, many of those sisters you are seeing that have raised their children, that their children are now success stories. If they tell you what they have to do, some of them, America, according to the story some of my uncles told me, America wasn't as this good though. I remember when I became a nurse and I'm working and things turned around. One of my mentors for Austin here, the man just loved me. He liked me too much. I don't know what I do for that man. He too like me. He's a chief, freaking multi-millionaire. He's a Nigerian. One time he just looked at me. I think what happened, maybe I changed my car or something at that time. So when I came to his place, I was parking. He didn't know I was the one. So when I came out and he saw that I bought a new car, he was like, Ben, life is just so easy for you guys that just come from Nigeria. When did you enter America here? And then uncle told me his story. How they will be flipping burger and immigration will come and they will start running away from window. So listen, you see all these parents that their children are doing good, graduating at top of their classes and everything, if they tell you their story, how many jobs they combine and still raising their kids at the same time, fear go hold you. So I do tell young girls when they tell me, Uncle Ben, I don't think I want to have children, I'll tell them, you will have children. I know your fear. Your fear is that, first of all, you are afraid so that you don't end up with one of these mugu pack, with one of these nonsensical men who don't know what they are doing. That is your real fear. It's not the fear of you don't want to have children. You are scared because you've seen what some of these men can do, how they can literally abandon their responsibilities to the women alone, and the women will be the ones struggling. They can't go to vacation, they can't do nothing. So I usually tell them, I will pray for you even though I'm not a pastor. The biggest of your problem is for you to find a good man, and you are not going to find. The good man will locate you in Jesus' name. And I'm saying the same prayer to all younger ones who are listening right now or who might watch this later. I know the prayer is, God, hey, let me find my man. No, me, I like to do reverse prayer. My prayer to you is that your man will find you. Yes. In case you don't know, sisters, maybe that will be a topic for another day. There is a difference between you looking for a man or a man looking for you. When a man is looking for you and he finds you, you don't win jackpot with that. Hello? I'm telling you. Stop praying that, God, help me find my man. No. Change the prayer to, God, I want my man to find me. Place me in a position where my man will locate me, altered my footstep so that my legs will take me to where my man will find me. I share my story with you guys how I found my wife, right? The very day I found my wife, I still remember it vividly. I can never forget. That very day, I did every freaking thing to go to school early that day. Nothing. I no get shishi, money no even come day. That day, I end up trekking all the way from Ajangbadi. I trekked all the way to Lasu. I got to school late. Me, where be say, I dey like to sit in front of class. You know, so when you there in front of class, now be say you be a fico. Now with people, they think say we sabi book because we there in front of class. But that very day, I got late to school. And we're having combined class. The whole front don't full. The only place where space there, now back of the class. And now bis admin for that matter. That's why me and bis admin people, we know they agree. Because bis admin, they always get plenty students. I have to go to the back. When I got to the back, where the bad boys, they stay, plenty people everywhere choked up. My wife was seated on the desk. You know how you go climb a chair for school where you can't sit for desks or for the table where they behind you. She was on that desk. She can't hold one book. Rich dad, poor dad. And I've been looking for that book. I don't get money to buy them. As I entered that bag that day, that book was the first thing I saw before I even see my wife. By the time I now approach my wife to go beg and to borrow me the book, I can't discover this guy, they talk. How person where they quite gentle like they can't dey for this bag where everybody they make no yeah. As at the time, I don't even know if we were gonna end up being married. I don't even have interest, say we go date or something. But I said a prayer to God 3 months before I met her. I was poor. I told you, Sissy, I told you that story before. I was freaking poor. No money, nothing. And still, I need girlfriend. And somebody just broke my heart. Yeah. My previous girlfriend broke my heart. I went for almost 8 months. I not date anybody. Out of say person break my heart. So when I wanted to start dating again, I prayed to God. I said, God, I beg. You see me say I dey poor. God, please give me a woman that will understand me. That is why anytime my sisters here, they come and say, we don't want to be understanding. I just look at them and say, una they play. Una must understand though. I say, God, please give me understanding woman. A woman that will accept me the way I am. I'm so freaky too poor. When I met my wife, she was good. I didn't know the mom is in America. I don't know, send a person when they send dollar to. Twice a month. I don't know, say now how they deal with. You know, go come and they talk. Now, very simple person. You not go even know nothing. And then I met my wife. We started like friends. We were friends for like 6 months. Before he even got to me, say we are supposed to be girlfriend and boyfriend. My wife was okay with everything about me. I was selling engine oil. I was selling engine lubricant. Me and now go park. After school, we go motor park. If you know what motor park look like in Lagos State, yeah, no bad. We'll go there, sit down, they sell engine oil. We go there, when it reach like around 6, she go enter motor, they go really. That's how we roll. After a while, I was beginning to become ashamed. Like how my girlfriend could come sit down with me for motor park. And she's always good at wearing good clothes all the time. So when she even follow me come the motor park self, I can't even say see my girlfriend because she looks way better than me. Sissy, stop laughing. Well, sorry for another day. I'm just telling you the way it is. So my prayer to you, my sister, is that may your husband find you. Not
Amen.
finding him. When a man was already looking for you, if a man is already looking for you, before he find you, that man has already valued you before he proposed. That man, the last thing on that man's mind is how to even walk away from you. It's not possible, ni. No. I'm a coconut head. I fight my wife all the time. Sometimes, now we know they fight again. I think for the past, don't they go like, which time we even get big fight? Like maybe 2017. Since then, we know they even get fight. We don't even have time to fight anymore or anything. But I still stubborn. I'm still freaking stubborn. But still, no matter how we do, the last thing on my mind is to walk away from her. As I do like this, I'm not beating my own drum. I have a lot of female friends, beautiful female friends. I get them in colleagues, get them in anything. I don't look at them and think of, oh, more, see this babe. It never crossed my heart because you know why? I can't stand it. How can I break my wife's heart?
You have a treasure. Rich.
No, I can't. It's impossible. Because I pray for her, I found her. Even the Bible says, he who find a wife has found a good thing. So my
Found
sister,
a good thing and obtain favor from the Lord. Hallelujah.
Ben, when are you going to be 60? We'll meet back here and let's hope on the eve of your 60th, you will not move mad like Uncle Austin.
Nah.
Sissy, you are not serious. I like me can move mad. Who bomb me? Oh,
That's when all these things will be a thing of the past. That's when men will start moving mad.
No. Not somebody like me.
We'll flog you that day.
The time I'm supposed to move mad has passed. No, I enjoy my
Amen.
right now. God forbid. So, my sisters, from now on, if you're single and you are praying for man, please take that prayer to God. Let my husband find me. God, position me where my husband will find me. The man who is looking for you is different from the man you are looking for. People have condemned you. People might have said, you are this, you are that. You don't have good character. You are bad this, you are bad. Listen and listen to me. When a man who is looking for you finds you, that character that is irritating to other people, the man will be loving it. See, I don't know if
That's
you get.
so preach.
I bet what they come on here. All right. Thank you, my beautiful Sissy. Thank you, all the sisters in the chat. God bless you powerfully. I appreciate all of you staying with us. Sissy, don't
Thank you,
dare me.
Sissy.
Don't dare me, Sissy. So, Sissy,
Yeah.
I think we might have the first episode of Imported Husband. I don't know. I will reach out to you, man. I know your schedule.
We've been waiting for this for like over a year.
I know.
You mentioned it.
I know.
Finally.
Once my brother is around, you will just disappear. You don't even think that we exist.
Uncle Ben, do you notice I didn't say anything?
Oh, you too? You don't find your man, Abi? No wahala.
No, Uncle Ben, it's not like that now. I thought you would understand the gist just now. Uncle Ben, yeah.
Don't say anything for CC. I know. One CC na lover girl. One CC, my brother come around like this, CC go disappear. If you like, chat from now till tomorrow. CC go do like say no say anybody. CC, really, CC.
Did my Sibi not? Let's tell real fab. Did my Sibi not meet my honey? Is he not worth disappearing for?
Simbi?
He's worth it and more. Yes, Uncle Beno.
Really? Oh,
Uncle Ben, he's a complete gentleman. Like I sometimes I wanted to even ask him, are you sure he's a Yoruba man? Because Yoruba men are usually not that gentle.
Serious, yeah, girl. I know. CC, no problem. We're gonna have first episode. I'll get to you to see if you are free this weekend. I'm off. Then we'll see if we can have the first episode of Imported Husband. I will tell you the story. Then CC can be my co-host. Then you can ask
Sunday
questions.
is good for me. Sunday I'm free. Saturday no, I'm not free. But
Okay,
Sunday I'm
good.
free.
I'm free on Sunday school.
Uncle Ben, I'm
Oh.
here. Don't forget me.
No. You're not gonna be part of Imported Husband series. I don't want to make anybody give me a headache. If you are here, you are just moderating.
Uncle
Okay.
Ben, see, Uncle Ben, let me just tell you something. I had a dream,
Eh? Bye-bye.
Yes, in that dream, one white man wanted to marry me because you're saying that I should not be part of the show now. I don't know what to say. Let me just drop this one there. Yes.
One white
But
man
I was
wants
like,
to see your dream.
yes. I was like, okay, I'm not sure.
Hmm.
I'm not sure.
Okay, you know what?
Just leave it like that.
We go help you put on for prayer because make I tell you, no be all white man get money. Many of them are suffering. The poor pass also. But
Uncle Ben, you think I don't know? I know now.
by the power of God, now the rich white men, now you go find. You know, go find.
Amen.
All right. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Sister Yinka.
Thank you,
Sister
Sissy.
Yinka,
Thank you, our fam in the chat. Thank you, everybody.
Yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Sissy, thank you for hanging
You're
out.
welcome. Thank you, Uncle Ben.
All right, Simbi, have a good one. Everybody be
Good night,
good.
sir. Thank you for
Mhm.
everything, sir. God bless you.
You're welcome. I appreciate you. All right, guys.
I don't want peace. I want problems always.
Mildly disappointed of Nigerian government because the Nigerian government were highly disappointed in them due to foreseen circumstances. Definitely, I'm one of those people are proving people should die in coronavirus is more better than people should die in hungers. Hunger kills more than coronavirus because some people are less privileged. Due to foreseen circumstances that I said it, some people are less privileged, which they are based on daily pay, which are not even based on salaries. But our government thinks that the knockdown is the best solution to coronavirus and proving it to an extent and to the levels of anarchy that if someone dies in
champagne popping under the neon night, I swear be shining gold and white, laughter louder than the city's heights. Oh yeah, step on the dance floor, wind your waist, bend down low, night out to the world, let it show. We rock it, we flex it, let it flow. There's a heat, but we bring the rain. Palm wine vibes in a champagne lane. Your love for Roma drives me insane. Culture's a wave you can't contain. Raise your hands if you feel alive. Heartbeat matching the drums drive. Oh yeah, step on the dance floor, wind your waist, bend down low, night out to the world, let it show. We rock it, we flex it, let it flow.